Hey, it's it's not One Piece every week. Joking. It's Dragon Ball time. I'll come up with a theme song later. But yeah, it's your boy, Chris Platoon, channel Tell Me More. And let's get into it. Today's topic, like, sub, all that stuff. But yeah, today's topic, we have Frieza and King Cold versus Android 19 and 20, i.e. Android 19 and Dr. Gero. I was going to call Android 19 Dr. Gero, but nah. Android 20 is Dr. Gero. So, my Dragon Ball fans, or my fellow Dragon Ball fans, I should say, how's this going to go down? What's going to happen? Yada, yada, yada. Who do I think is going to win this fight? This is actually kind of tough, in my opinion, because, there's the androids, those first two androids are absorption type androids. Well, not first two, but the latest versions of the androids. Dr. Gero and his 19, they're both absorption type androids, which means, i.e., they don't have the infinite stamina and all that stuff. They're not as strong as 18 and 17 or 16. They're not as strong as those guys. This is tough. Okay, let's break it down. Obviously, we know who Frieza is. We know who, the supernova, death beaming, all gleaning, eyebrow raising, racist emperor. We know what he does. And King Cold, we're assuming that King Cold is at least, I want to say, 85 to 95% of Frieza's strength. He's not like super much weaker than Frieza. He's about the same, but Frieza's just a little bit better because, he's a son that has a bigger power level than him. Okay, they're strong, technically star level and stuff, dwarf star level. This is tough because, when you have those two androids, who they fought was Goku. But Goku had the heart virus, but he was a Super Saiyan, but he had the heart virus. Then Vegeta came and destroyed them. Then they fought Piccolo, but Piccolo had 3 years of training with a Super Saiyan. So I don't know, how strong do you think that Piccolo was? Do you think that Piccolo, the Piccolo that got KO'd by 17 and 18 before he did the whole what's called merger with Kami, do you think that Piccolo can kick Frieza's ass? That could be its own video, but essentially that's kind of the measuring stick, because Frieza got three-shotted. No, he got one-shotted. I was gonna say three-shotted. He tried a three-shot Trunks, but Trunks just came up, sliced and diced him. Then he messed up King Cold, and apparently, according to Dragon Ball Superhero, it took him 3 seconds. That's it. He kicked their ass in like 3 seconds. So there you go. I don't know, really. Like, I can see a case for both of them. Like, for instance, the case for the androids. They're absorption type androids, i.e., whatever King Cold and Frieza throw at them, they're gonna absorb it. If they throw a supernova, absorption, they become stronger. If they get too close to them, they grab them, absorption, they become stronger. So maybe that's how they will win, and stuff like that. 19 and 20 will kick their ass that way. But then we have Frieza, he's cracked. He was the first, cracked, whoa, this guy's too much. He's destroying a planet is like 0.00001% of its power. Like, come on, he was too much. Remember Namek? He was going crazy. But I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, what can Frieza do to them to destroy them? Because if he throws energy blast at them, they're gonna absorb it. If he gets too close, they're gonna grab him and absorb him. And is he stronger than that Piccolo, like I said, or is he stronger than a fatigued Goku with a heart virus? Like, could Goku with the heart virus have kicked Frieza if, instead of fighting 19, he fought Frieza or King Cold? Would he have kicked their ass? And based on Trunks' performance, if we're gonna, equate that Goku to at least being of a similar level to Trunks, because again, this is still 3 years plus training. He might have been fatigued and weakened, but it was still 3 years of training and stuff. So he would be noticeably at least a little bit stronger than he was when he first showed up on Earth after going to coming back from Yardrat. And you remember what he did to Trunks? Like, he used his finger to block all of Trunks' attack, and that's the same attack that sliced up Frieza in like 3 seconds. So I don't know. I think Frieza and his dad might lose this, King Cold and Frieza might be cooked with this one. Okay, people are gonna hate me, but I'm gonna give it to Android 19 and 20 based on the fact that they have more win cons. They can absorb energy. They're at least on that level to at least take out a Super Saiyan, which Frieza never did at that point. He wasn't that strong yet. He didn't do his 12-minute jog. He didn't do some Pilates and stuff. Maybe if he did some Pilates, the entire thing would have been different. He would have been strong as Cell or something. Perfect Cell, by the way. Perfect Cell. But originally I was gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be more competitive. Frieza's gonna do a lot of damage, yada yada yada. And yes, he has the stats. The thing is that I don't think he's on that level. He's not on Trunks' level, at least. He's definitely not on Vegeta's level. And we saw what Vegeta did. Is he on that fatigued heart virus Goku's level? I don't know. Because again, Trunks treated him like fodder with 3 seconds in one move. He one hit killed both of them, but he killed them in like 3 seconds, blew up their spaceship and stuff, killed all their guards. So in my opinion, I'm guessing if the gap from Trunks' Super Saiyan is that wide between him and Frieza, and I'm not gonna say like Trunks would get his ass kicked by those 19 and 20, but hear me out. Remember what happened with 17 and 17 and 18. She one tapped him, 17 one tapped Trunks. Well, they two tapped him and he was out. So I'm just saying the power gap is that big. So if they are of a similar level to Frieza and King Cold, Android 19 and 20, if they're a similar level, they just need to at least outlast them, absorb more energy, get close, grab them and stuff. And it's gonna get bad for Frieza because he doesn't have infinite ki, he doesn't have infinite energy and stuff. Him and his dad don't have that. Sure, they can shoot like supernovas, but again, that's feeding 19 and 20. And I think 19 and 20 definitely have the capacity to absorb all that power. But, obviously Frieza is smart. Is he going to like rip their hands off like Vegeta type thing, blow them up? I can't see that. Like thinking back on it, I'm like, you know what? The gap is low-key big. I'm going to say this. Android, Dr. Gero from the Android saga would have kicked Frieza's butt from the Frieza saga. I said it, controversial, but I'm saying I'm putting this out here because he has the tool set too. Like even if you equate them and have them at the same level, naturally you still think he would win because he'd grab him, start absorbing his energy, his stamina, and that stuff. And if we're gonna go by the story and say he's probably a little bit stronger, because again, Goku had the heart virus, he should have been at least stronger than when he first turned Super Saiyan. I'm gonna just put it that way. And yes, Mecha Frieza and his dad King Cold. And yes, we're using Mecha Frieza specifically because that's the only time they had teamed up. Mecha Frieza and King Cold aren't that much above Goku from Namek. I mean, if you want to say he's stronger, I guess, but is it that much? Because again, Goku came back, was already stronger than him. We saw what Trunks did to him, so. Okay, I'll put it this way. I still think Fatigue Goku could have kicked Mecha Frieza's ass and King Cold's ass within those 3 seconds too. I still think he's on that level. Even though he's weaker because of the virus and stuff, I still think he has enough power and all that stuff, speed, strength to finesse and get them within a couple of seconds. Maybe it will take him a minute to do it, but he can do it. In my opinion. Plus, when he fought Android 18 was absorbing his power and all this stuff. So he was getting progressively weaker. Not 18, Android 19. When he was fighting Android 19, the big, what's it called? Clown looking one, I guess clown, because Vegeta's a clown, whatever. But the big one, he was just absorbing his energy, which made him weaker and weaker. So by that logic, I will give it to Android 19 and Android 20. So there you go, Dr. Gero and his android are whooping King Cold and Mecha Frieza's ass. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, is there a way they can win? I'm thinking. I don't know. I can't see it. Because, again, if you put them at the same level, even if you put them slightly below, you say Android 19 and 20 are a little bit weaker, they still have a chance. They still have more of a chance to beat them than, even if they're weaker, they still have more of a chance to beat them because they're just going to make them weaker by stealing their energy. And I don't think the power cliff is that big where they can just overwhelm them the same way Vegeta did it. Because, no, I don't think they're on Vegeta's level. At least Super Saiyan Vegeta's level at that part of the arc when he killed Android 19 and then got his butt kicked by Android 18. Broke his arm, broke both of his arms, broke his spine. She messed him up. But yeah, that's it. I give it to Android 1920. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry, Frieza. Sorry, King Cold. You might be the strongest clan, but apparently Dr. Zero can create cyborgs that are stronger than you guys. Who could have figured? Who could have figured? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been Chris Platoon of channel Tell Me More A, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.